Dave, you might not get Dave.
Right.
So. All right.
We are recording.
Hi. Okay, hi, it's 6 o'clock, and we are convening a special meeting of the Danville Board of Directors, Friday, May 6th at 6 o'clock. And we have a quorum of members, and since we're one remote, we're going to call out our names. My name is Clayton Cargill. I'm the chair of the board. Molly.
Molly Gleason, clerk.
And Tim?
Tim Sanborn.
Tim Sanborn, a member. And so we have three, and that's a quorum, and we're going to move forward with a single agenda item after a couple of tiny bits of business. We're waiting potentially on Dave Toll, and Melissa Conley is not available. She's out of cell service. She just checked in a few minutes ago. So the first thing I have is, do I have any additions or changes to the agenda that anybody knows about? I'm listening to any requests for additions or changes to the agenda. Anybody? No additions or changes to the agenda. The next thing I have is board business. I had, and you have in front of you as well, a hiring recommendation from the superintendent that I'd like to discuss. And then I'm looking for some possible action on it. And so we have a middle school math teacher that was recommended for hire. That we had been apprised of our middle school math position being open because our current middle school math teacher is moving to be a middle school math interventionist, which is a much more difficult job to fill.
Middle school and high school.
For middle school and high school. And so we are now going to have a middle school math teacher who is interested in the job, and we want to jump on this because middle school is that's a critical position. We'd love to hire this person. She comes recommended from the superintendent. And
Oh, wait, Papa is entering the waiting room.
here we go. So we're gonna hope for Dave Toll.
All right, let's make sure that is Dave Toll. Dave Toll, is that you?
Yes, it is.
Great.
Excellent. We're glad to have you, Dave. We started the meeting a couple minutes ago, and we're past additions to the agenda, and we're on to our first order of business, which is a new hire of a middle school math teacher. And I want to make sure that everybody got the information today from the superintendent about Lisa Braswell, and that we've all had a chance to read through it.
Yep.
Everybody has? Okay, this is a middle school math teacher, and the superintendent is recommending that we hire this middle school math teacher, and I'm looking to discuss that with you guys or potentially hear some action. Does anybody have any questions about the math teacher? We have Principal David Schilling here who could answer any questions. I think he is also aware of the candidate.
Yep. I can just give you a brief summary. We had a great interview. This is a candidate who comes to us from St. Johnsbury Academy with previous middle school experience. She's a math teacher as well as a special educator, and we're excited to have that special ed experience because it's going to really help with some just learning differences and knowledge gaps. And she describes herself one of the first questions she answered was she described herself as, quote, one of those weird people who really just love middle school kids. And her references confirmed that. Her references confirmed that she is a strong math teacher. She's very kid focused, and she's not afraid to tell it like it is, all of which make a great middle school math teacher.
Excellent. Thank you, Dave. Does anybody have any questions for Dave or about the hire before we move forward?
Nope.
Hearing no additional, I'll entertain a motion on this one.
I'll make a motion that we hire Lisa Braswell for our middle school math position.
Excellent. For the upcoming school year. Can I get a second on that?
Dave will second.
Dave, 12 seconds. Okay, any further discussion? And hearing none, I'll call the question. Is everyone all in favor of hiring Lisa Braswell, or recommending putting forth a hiring Lisa Braswell? Please say aye.
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 Aye as well. Okay, great. Thank you very much. I'll forward that information to the superintendent, or Dave will. And the next item on the agenda is public input. So anybody from the public who would care to speak? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Tim Sanborn makes a motion to adjourn. Can I get a second on that one?
I'll second that one.
Okay, great. Before we move to adjourn, I want to thank everybody, Tim, David, Molly, Melissa she would have jumped on. She was going to drive from her daughter's game to someplace to become available for this. I want to thank you guys for your ability to be available here. It was really beneficial for these math teachers. And we'll vote to adjourn now since we have a second on the table. All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye as well. Thank you very much, guys. Good night.
Good night.